smoke
medical
weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Brian Hoppe and Plastic. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe and Alessia.
Bounce with it, bounce with it, bounce with it.
You said you wanted to open up the show, so here's your opportunity.
Hello, Tampa Bay.
Wow, I have not seen you this energetic quite possibly ever.
I am so hype right now, Ryan. Welcome to Hoppe Hour, everybody.
What's up? Did you get laid or something? You're very upbeat. You're very happy.
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
think you did because you're very upbeat.
Is this how you are?
No, today is National 421 Day, where I sleep until 12:45 and go, where the F is my life going?
Ryan Hoppe's doing good.
I'm doing great. I'm full of amazing vibes from 420, but I'm telling you, every 421, I sleep in and I miss appointments and that. It's just, don't expect any productivity to ever come out of 421.
Your eyes are still like half closed.
That's how they always are, babe.
You kept it going. Can we please talk about 420?
I want you to explain your vibe of the national holiday known as 420.
Okay. Back in the day, I was like, oh my God, 420. Let's go smoke after school, guys, in my Nissan Murano. That was the car I drove, and everyone always got in my car.
And would they hotbox in there?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You were the cool girl. You gave them your aux cord. You're like, who wants to play Lil Wayne while smoking weed?
I was a bad kid. I remember hitting a curb on my way to school because I smoked before school.
Sounds about right.
And then my dad had to come and fix my car, and I was late for class. It was the story of my life. But yesterday's 420 was a different kind of 420.
It was a classy one.
It was, I was feeling, I didn't know how to describe it.
It was classy.
It was.
It was very elegant.
Yeah.
I got a hand massage, Alessia.
Me too. From the same
woman.
From the same person.
I didn't have to go to Nebraska Avenue to get a hand massage. You got one at Dignitary Tea and Kava House at their smoke shop opening at 4817 West Shore Boulevard in Tampa.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I was there from 10 a.m. to 7. Then I went home for a few hours and then I came back for a second round.
Wow.
Yeah.
Commitment. Yeah, our girl Tanisha gave us hand massages. I bet you forgot her name. I didn't. She just messaged me on Instagram. Hey, Tanisha.
I think it's actually Tanisha.
Oh, hi, Tanisha.
It's always funny because you could call me Ryan. Some people call me Ryan.
Ryan?
Very few people call me Ryan.
Ryan? Ryan.
Yes. 5% of people will be like, what's up, Ryan?
Ryan.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay. Anywho, we saw each other yesterday. Yesterday at Dignitary.
And did you have a fun time? Did you enjoy going? Did you dig it?
Had an amazing time.
What was your favorite part about Dignitary?
I love the aesthetic of it. It's so cool. For those who don't know, it's a Kava and Kratom place off of West Shore Boulevard in Tampa. If you're on the St. Pete side like me, it's just a hop over the Gandy Bridge really quick.
You get to see a beautiful view of the bay. Such a beautiful view, I can't even get the words out. You get to see this amazing view for a 10-minute drive across the bridge when there's no traffic.
Right.
And then you get to have the best tea, Kava and Kratom around. It's literally the best deal.
And the back side of it, the outside of it has this deck and you can sit, and the aesthetic inside was super cool, super chill, lots to do, it was awesome. I fucking loved your crowd.
Thank you. I've been trying to get you to go for 6 months.
I know, and everyone there loves you. I know why you hang out there now. They're like, we love Ryan. He's the best.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not all here right now. I don't even know if I'm on planet Earth. I feel so good though.
Yes.
It's a new era, Alessia.
I'm here to tell you, 1, you're on planet Earth, and 2, who was our friend from Mitra 9 yesterday? Keith, shout out to Keith. Keith from Mitra 9.
You thought he was hot.
I did think he was cute.
It is funny when I have handsome friends and I am my own best friend. Get what I did there? It is funny when I have friends that are good looking and women will be like, oh, that guy is so hot. And I'm like, oh, I can see where you're coming from. I'm hetero, so I don't view people that way. But it's fascinating when you talk to other people that view men that way. You know what I'm saying?
No, there have been times on the show where you're straight up like, that guy's hot. Like if I swung that way, I would totally.
Oh.
Yeah, you've said that.
And I'm saying this in the classiest manner possible, and I'm not editing this out of the podcast. Your baby daddy has pretty eyes. pretty eyes.
You think he's hot?
He is gorgeous.
Aw, that's
pretty eyes.
That's why my babies are so gorgeous. We
Mateo.
made good babies. It was good for something.
It's good. How's Mateo? Is Mateo feeling better? Your son, your 2-year-old that might have got me sick for 12 hours?
I'm going to brag on my kids for a minute. My babies are so good. Mateo has soccer today, which I'm excited to watch 2-year-olds run around and play soccer. It's adorable.
Do they even know what they're doing? Are they ever aware? Or are they just kind of running around?
Sometimes running, but then the coach gives directions. And the last 2 times Mateo has actually been focusing, and then he's super excited. He'll call his coach and be like, look at me, look, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. And he's proud of himself. And then my daughter is going tomorrow in Tampa Bay in St. Petersburg, downtown St. Pete at Vinoy Park is the main sale art event. And my daughter, a student here in Tampa Bay, is going to be featured. Her artwork is going to be featured there. So I will be there tomorrow for anybody who needs something to do. Again, it's downtown St. Pete at Vinoy Park. It's the main sale art event, and my daughter's art will be there. So come by and check it out and say hi.
Can we elect her already as president, please?
Isn't she amazing?
She's done more in her life in 9 than I've done in 30.
She acts like, so this morning I was in I don't know what to call him. I was in the person's who I'm dating. I'm adding S's at the end of everything.
Is it a boyfriend or not?
I really like him a lot. Yeah. So I'm in his t-shirt and I'm FaceTiming my daughter who was at her dad's house last night. And I'm just like, I like to call before she heads to school, see how things are going, sing my good morning song that I sing to my kids. And my daughter goes, whose shirt are you wearing?
I love her.
And I told her who, and she just looks at me like she's the mother in our relationship. And I feel like a child being scolded.
Man,
I'm 33 years old at the end of May, people, and I still feel I'm a child who isn't allowed to have boyfriends and sleepovers and wear their t-shirts.
Sounds like you're pretty whipped by your daughter.
How are you, Ryan? Hoppe?
I'm good. I'm living a single life where I just go to work. Oh, wait, that's right. I begin a new job next week, so it's all good.
But it's all good things. So we should talk about that, like jobs and transitioning. Can we do that for a sec?
It is a new era, Alessia.
100%, Ryan. But a lot of times when it's happening, right? Like we're in it. You and I went through it together because you were calling me daily. I was texting you, checking in, and we're like, what is going to come of this? And while you're in the middle of the unfolding of your life, a scenario is going down. There's a change at work. There's a change in our relationship. There's a life change, people. And you're going through it and you call your friend. Yes, Ryan.
So you kind of kept it real with me, but I also had to hype you up a little bit. You were a little too down. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll keep it short, and this is all I'll say. I no longer am a part of iHeartMedia Tampa Bay. I wish Tommy Chuck, John Momola, Pat and Aaron, and everybody the best of luck. I originally was hired to work with Ian Beckles, and the last 6 months with Pat and Aaron were the best times of my life. But I just didn't know a lot about sports, so it kind of hurt at times when I didn't really know much about baseball. So I hope that they go on to have the most success they've ever had. And let's just say my hashtag on Twitter has been not a free agent for long, because I'm literally I'm not a free agent.
Right.
I just can't announce it. But I'm telling you, I had the mutual agreement phone call at 2:10.
Right.
And let's just say I got a call at 2:20 from another radio company.
Yes. Can I speak on that for you for a sec?
Sure, just don't spill any details.
Okay. What I will say about Ryan Hoppe and friendship in general is that Ryan was going through a pretty serious work transition this last week. And there were some things that were up in the air, things that he had to figure out. And he's calling me for support as a friend. And instead of me being like the good, positive, supportive friend, I'm like crumbling under his news.
You're like, no, we're gonna have to go back to recording at the apartment.
And then he is the one going through it who's like pumping me up, reassuring me, don't worry, Alessia, it's going to be good. I'm positive, giving me these positive scenarios, like speaking into the future, all the good things that are going to come. And I'm over here like, okay, yeah, you're right. Like he had to convince me a little bit. He's a good friend to have on your team. And we do wish all the best to everybody at iHeart. Brian's fantastic. I loved seeing his face as we walked by after recording.
And I've literally talked to like 4 of the employees. I've talked to like Chris Mathis and Jay Retcher and my bosses, John Momola and Tommy Chuck. Like I love them. Like we said that at the end of the phone calls, there's no bad blood, because people are trying to begin drama out of nothing. It's really not that unique of a breakup. I just didn't know a lot about sports and the experiment wasn't working, and I wish them the best. But people are like, what's the juicy gossip on Hoppe no longer being at iHeart? No, I wish them the best. I learned so much.
That's what I love so much about you, Ryan. And I
it's my evil side.
No, it's you genuinely bow out so well with class. You don't burn bridges. You and I, one of the first conversations we had, I was like, Ryan, I kind of burn bridges. And you're like, nope, I never do. You never know.
For the most part.
And you handle things well. And I just admire how you handle them. And of course, we wish everyone the best at iHeart. Yeah. Brian's moving on to some things that are more his fit. Like he said, the show with Pat and Aaron, sports radio wasn't the best fit right now for him, and the universe transitioned you accordingly. So
let me just say though, I will always hold it into my heart, because I'm an egomaniac, that when I was at WDAE, the Rays were undefeated.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
This following segment has been brought to you by Mitra 9 Kava and Kratom products. When you go to tinyurl.com/Hoppe Mitra, you can save 20% at checkout. You can also get it at Dignitary Tea and Kava House, 4817 West Shore Boulevard. Alessia, we need to have a talk about Kratom.
Okay.
All right. I got a few comments because I went full THC, legal THC through the medical card. I went full Delta 8, full CBD, full Kava Kratom influencer mode this week since the unemployment for 10 minutes. I went, you know what? This has been my dream since I was in 7th grade. I'm going all in. And I am going to be here right now in this moment to defend Kava and Kratom. All these people comment, it gives me seizures, or it gives this. Or if you have preconditions with anything you ever take in your life, you're going to have things that are going to come up. So if you're mixing medicine or you're pregnant, they have disclaimers for taking Kava and Kratom.
Right.
And also people have been going, it's bad for you. These are the same people that have heavy meat every night on the grill. These are the same people that go to buffets, that drink a lot, that smoke cigarettes, that do cocaine. But Kava and Kratom's the problem. If you read any articles about a Kava and Kratom overdose, the last part of the article every time goes, the person also was on PCP cocaine. No, but it was Kratom's fault.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. or chat him live via the Hoppe Radio app.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
So here's a joke. Along with sports radio, I tried another experiment this week that didn't go so well. It's called going without caffeine. Have you noticed I've been kind of lethargic this week? A little like lackadaisical?
I thought you were just sick.
No, I realized I didn't have enough caffeine. You really got to have the Rip It. The $1.25, you get 12 of these for $10.
I love your healthy lifestyle, Ryan.
Hey, man, I'm a tall guy, but I'm not meant to be here long. I'm not meant to be an 80-year-old that's alone. I'd rather die at 57 famous. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put it out there, but it's hard getting up at 12:45 p.m. after getting up every day at 4:30 for 7 months and committing yourself to a job.
If I'm still alive when you die, what do you want me to say about you? Like, can I speak?
You're going to be the only one defending me. That's going to be a weird-ass funeral. A lot of selfies taken, a lot of, oh my God, this is Ryan Hoppe's dead body. It's going to be a weird vibe. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, I wonder what it's going to be like, if people are going to be sad, or because I gotta begin working on that legacy. I'm about to be 30. It's a knocking. Here comes September. It's already September 30, and now I'm 30. That's how fast the time's going to go. You know how I know 1993 was 30 years ago? Because my back hurts. Because I don't feel well. Because THC helps out my pain. I'm getting old.
Yeah, I definitely am due for some Botox.
No, you're not. You're beautiful the way you are, princess.
You see that right there?
Because you're tired because you have a son that runs around the house like a maniac.
I've actually been pampering myself the last 2 days. Do you want to hear all the things I've done to self-indulge?
Please tell me all the self-love you've done besides hanging out with Travis Barker.
Yes. Okay, I got a massage yesterday. And then I paid for an additional hand massage when I got to the Kava bar at Dignitary.
Hell yeah.
Today I got a facial. I worked out and I did a meditation this morning. And I've been having very healthy sex.
Yeah!
Yay!
Woo! Good to know.
Hooray for me.
Yeah. Yeah, good for you. Hopefully you're not too loud for the neighbors.
Everyone should be happy for me because it's been a minute, okay?
It's been a minute. It's been like 2 weeks.
It's been like 10 years.
No, it has not been 10 years.
It's been a long
You produced
time.
a kid 2 years ago and you've had sex since then. Trust me. God, when a woman doesn't get laid for a month, it's, oh my God, it's been 10 years. But when a dude says it, oh, you're being a horny pig. How does that figure, Alessia? Maybe women are just as freaky as men and they don't want to admit it that they're just as slutty and skanky and crazy.
Well, oink, oink. Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm happy for you. You look happy. You have I'm going to keep it G-rated, but you have the glow.
Yeah, my hair is still a little messy.
A little messy. You walked in and I knew you got laid last night. I know when you get laid because this plumber guy you hang out with, oh my God, does he get the job done?
He does.
Oh, he does. And does your daughter listen to this? Make sure right now we are
Ryan.
18 minutes and 54 seconds in. When you're listening in the car around 15 minutes in, just skip and go back to Radio Disney or something. So I often wonder, like, does she have like a tablet? Does she have a phone? Does she have access to anything that could get Hoppe Radio?
She had.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah, no, I'm not a weirdo. I make sure that kids aren't, I have privacy and we're good.
The more famous we get, the more things you'll be asked at home.
You know what's funny is like, if we're ever famous, I don't need to worry about people like spilling the tea on me because I just spill it on myself.
Yeah, you do. And you grab a napkin and you clean it up.
Hashtag
856-49 Hoppe. What?
No shame.
You really don't have any shame. You know what's something I've never had shame about?
What?
Besides my body count, besides the amount of THC I consume, which is not a lot, I swear, no, is password sharing. I'll take a password. I ain't paying for it.
Netflix announcing new details on its plan to crack down.
That transition could have been smoother. What?
No, nothing. Go.
No,
go.
You go.
You go.
No,
you go.
no,
Go.
no, you
I
go.
forgot what I was gonna
You
say.
go, miss. I just got laid, princess. Everything good?
Everything's so good.
You need a hug. You look so happy and healthy.
I might have done something bad before I transition.
You're a naughty girl.
Netflix announcing new details on its plan to crack down on password sharing. Are you going to share the info with us, Larry?
Yeah, yes, I will share this info, but it might cost you. Good morning, everybody. So call your mom, your best friend, and definitely your kids if they are away at college. Let them know the sad day has finally come. Starting today, it is no longer possible to share Netflix passwords anymore, but the streamer does have something else up their sleeve. And
First of all, no, not the average programming on Netflix that we're going to have taken from us. You a Netflix fan?
Yes.
Garbage.
Okay, last show you watched on Netflix. Go.
Ozark.
Love is Blind.
We are different people.
yes, it will cost you. This morning, Netflix means business. In a move meant to increase revenue, the streaming giant announcing that the days of sharing your password with friends and family has officially come to an end. But there will be a way you can keep that sharing spirit for a price.
Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this! Chrissy, wake up!
The Stranger Things streamer began rolling out a test program in other countries back in February, allowing each account holder to share passwords with two people outside of their homes for roughly $5 to $7 more each month.
It seems like
people are totally going to figure out a way around this. Maybe not. This might literally be the bank vault that shuts everything down. I'm surprised they've allowed password sharing this long.
Yeah.
They've probably lost out on so much money and have been in such denial.
I mean, I think my account has 5 profiles and probably an additional 5 people that like just log on and watch under different people's profiles. Wow. So that's so if everyone's doing that and has an extra how much money are they losing?
We're about to find out.
$7 more each month.
it seems like they've learned some lessons from the previous rollout experiments in other countries. They've worked out some kinks in the program, including being able to take your account with you when you travel.
There is no word yet on how much sharing the love will cost you in the United States, but the program is expected to roll out in the next couple of months.
This is what's weird, is they like claim they're going to do it, but then they don't have the balls to do it. If you're going to do it, do it. What are you waiting? Oh, we got to wait to roll it out. Just do it already. So we have to now watch Beef.
It's almost like the parent that's like, I'm going to do this if you don't do it. And they're like thinking the child's going to respond by like doing what the parent wants. Like everyone's going to just go out and like have their own Netflix account all of a sudden because we're telling you that it's coming if you don't. And then like no one's going to, you know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean.
Netflix has been the go-to streamer for hundreds of millions of Americans for over a decade. But now the company's looking for new ways to boost revenue and stay competitive. That means some big changes are ahead.
Whether you're binging the buzziest show,
What is your problem? What?
or rewatching an old favorite,
You had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge. And now you got to get it back.
sharing passwords is a blockbuster problem for Netflix.
And that's lost revenue for them.
All right, so it's a second video about it, but it also says they're going to be ending their DVD service after 25 years. I thought they got rid of their DVD service like 25 years ago. Remember that? You would like...
Redbox?
No, Netflix was originally a DVD delivery service. And the whole appeal was you would return it in the mail and you would get something in the mail. So my uncle would ask me 5 days before Christmas, what does everybody want to watch for Netflix or for Christmas on Netflix?
That's so funny. Did you know what YouTube used to be? Why YouTube was launched?
Why was YouTube launched,
You
Professor?
don't know? Do you know this?
No, tell me.
YouTube started as a dating site. It was meant for people to create and upload videos to find potential matches. And what was happening is people were so afraid to put themselves out there. They weren't getting a lot of videos up. So then they said, okay, instead of talking about yourself, just post something, doing something you like. And thus it evolved, and YouTube is what it is today. But it started as a dating platform. How crazy. See, it takes one idea and then you got to roll with it. You don't know where it's going to take you down the line. You got to just start with your idea.
I don't know what's more crazier. What you just told me or how happy you are after getting laid.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
I mean, it's like you're a new woman. Can you and the plumber get married forever and ever, and then we record this podcast every day? Then we can go to the top of the mountain, baby. We're going to go far.
It's funny because when you and I met to discuss the podcast months ago, I think one of the first things I said to you was, Ryan, when I was on that one show, which we will not name, I was on that one show.
What show?
And they started asking me about my sex life, and I didn't like that. And I don't want our podcast to talk about such personal things. And I didn't even, no one brings it up except myself, but I just have loose lips and just share way too damn much. But yeah, here we are now, huh? See how things evolve?
But I don't exploit you.
No, that's what you don't do it. I do it to myself.
Have you ever thought about seeing a therapist for that?
No.
I think if you went to counselingoncall.net, they have the best therapists around.
If you think about it, we're kind of like Call Her Daddy. On Call Her Daddy, people watch and listen to the content because people are open and sharing.
Because it's slutty.
They're sharing personal things.
Yeah.
What? Our listeners, you're telling me you don't do it? Okay. We're going off.
Yeah,
I'm reeling it back in.
Counselingoncall.net. If you haven't listened to the show before and didn't realize that I see a therapist, then you're not reading the situation well. I think you would do well from counselingoncall.net.
I will do that.
Will you?
Sure.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
He never holds back, and he speaks his mind. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
It's time to turn Hoppe on.
Yeah, baby.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour. Listen to Hoppe Hour at any time, anywhere. Search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Alessia.
Yes.
I need to do a breathing exercise.
Oh, I would love to.
I was very tense before I got my hand massage from Tanisha at Dignitary Tea and Kava House. And it was like the game-changing moment of the day. So, let me put on some meditation music.
Oh, I would love
because I need to have some zen before I talk about Alec Baldwin. I can't just go into talking about that piece of shit, scumbag, fucking piece of garbage.
Whoa.
Without some meditation. I can't just go in and say that he is an elitist piece of fucking garbage and that I hate everything about him without having some zen. Because it gets you a little riled up when you think about the rich and famous elitists getting away with everything they fucking have.
Wow, we are not PG today.
Because I'm not a freak.
While my friends are listening and folding laundry and their kids are in the other room innocently playing blocks in cars, this is what they're hearing. Ryan going off.
By the way, to all the people out there who are listening while folding laundry, hi, can you come over and do it for me? I haven't taken the laundry out of my dryer. And second of all, how time has passed. 10 years ago, we were getting drunk till 3, 4 in the morning and sleeping in till 12:45. Oh, wait, that was me, just without the getting drunk part. Because I got a vasectomy. Ha, 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 ha. I'm never having kids.
Aww.
But I'm going to die alone and have no one to take care of me.
You have Luna the cat.
She'll be here for a few more years. Where the hell is that dummy? All right. Now I'm sad about thinking about Luna dying. So let's get happy about ripping into this piece of fucking garbage. And if I was on the radio, I wouldn't swear. But God, I fucking hate Alec Baldwin.
Whoa! Happy hot topic.
A douchebag.
When someone was holding the gun, yeah. Okay.
The stunning announcement comes 18 months after Alec Baldwin was involved in the fatal shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. The actor will now no longer face involuntary manslaughter charges. The special prosecutors saying in a statement overnight, new facts were revealed that demand further investigation and forensic analysis in the case. Consequently, we cannot proceed under the current time constraints and on the facts and evidence turned over by law enforcement in its existing form.
You believe Alec Baldwin pulled the trigger?
Yes.
The shocking reversal comes just months after the former special prosecutor and the DA told us they were certain they could convict Baldwin before both stepped away from the case.
If this was any other person, famous or not, C-list actor or not, you ever met an actor out and about? I remember I was at downtown St. Pete and I was like 21 years old in like May, June, July-ish, 2015, like when I first moved here. And there was this guy who was like a background actor. And he was going up to the bar saying, "Hi, my name is Alex Leonardo," or something. And we're like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I was with the promo team from The Bone. He was like, "I was in that movie you saw." And he was bragging to everybody, "I'm Alex Leonardo," or whatever. If Alex Leonardo, and I don't even think that's his name, I just made it up. But if that's Alex Leonardo's career, he's getting charged. But, oh, it's Alec Baldwin. He must be protected at all costs. Don't you see the hypocrisy in that, Alessia Calandra?
I do. And I also think it's funny how, like, if a family member has, like, been in the news or interviewed or whatever, it's like that famous moment and we cut out the newspaper clipping and, you know, like, we save it. And I don't know. It's like, you're making me fall asleep, Brian.
I'm trying to energize you.
Do you know what gua sha is? Because this girl just gua sha'd my face and I feel so sleepy. I like fell asleep 4 times and then I would wake up and I'm like, oh my God, she's still going. It's so good.
What's the best part about it?
Okay, so gua sha is like this old massage technique which uses like a jade flat, smooth stone to massage the toxins out of your face. And I was just at Maison Glow. There's one in St. Pete and Tampa. I have a facial membership, so I go once a month. And that music you were playing was just putting me to sleep because it reminded me of my amazing gua sha that I had on.
That's better. A little less anxious now.
All right, Ryan's.
You know, it's 32 minutes in. You can't do a podcast for 32 minutes without taking a hit. Helps relax you, especially when you're a free agent.
You're not a free agent.
Not for long.
No more, no more, no more.
Alessia.
Yes.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Honestly, my life's too short to talk about Alec Baldwin. The hit I just took made me realize I wish him nothing but the worst things in life. But his name will not come out of my mouth, Alessia.
Never.
Ever, baby. Ever.
Never.
No,
ever.
I'm sorry I called you baby. I don't want to piss off the plumber. I don't want to get into his territory.
You're funny.
Am I?
Yeah, he actually...
What?
All
what
right.
does the plumber do?
In other news.
Why can't we talk about your boyfriend, the plumber? Why can't you decide if you want a boyfriend? You're the most indecisive woman I've ever met.
First of all, I don't want to call him a plumber because he's so much more than that.
So Robin Quivers had Professor X or whatever. So I'm trying to go with an anonymous name.
Well, you did St. Anthony, but that is not him at all. Not even close.
Trust me, he's a nice guy. He's a good father. He gives you a good laying, but he's no saint. I thought he might be a saint, but seeing a picture of him and his handsome, like, Pinellas Park vibes, yeah, trust me.
Wow.
He ain't no saint.
Oh, wow. Called out. Pinellas Park vibes. Damn.
Take it or leave it.
Damn. I got myself a P-Park Florida boy.
When I tell you you do, though, Alessia, you really do.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
used abortion pill. It will remain widely available, at least for another day, after the Supreme Court extended its pause on that lower court ruling that sought to limit access to the drug. The move gives the justices a bit more time to decide whether to uphold the pill's decades-old FDA approval or let it play out in the lower court. So let's break it down with NBC's senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett. Laura.
Why are we getting into debates about abortion pills? It's a woman's right. And this planet's so crappy, I might rather be aborted if it was 2023 and it was done. And if my mom was to have me now, I don't know if I'd want to be here.
I understand that life is so sacred. And I understand that pro-life people want others to respect the sanctity of life as much as they do. I get that part because life is a miracle. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm at a loss for words for how beautiful life is if you really think about how creation comes to be and on a cellular level, on a spiritual level. But I do believe that there are people in this world who need, for medical reasons, to have an abortion or are choosing for themselves to have one, or honestly, whatever their reason is. I believe it's their choice. And it's just so hard that politics are getting involved with things like this. Again, I understand the pro-life stance, but at the same time, it's a woman's body. We cannot be forced to do anything. And it's sad that it's being done that way.
Thanks for perfectly explaining it.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by DZBZHoney.com. When I tell you that they have the best honey around, I'm a man of my words. Got that Delta 8 vibe. Got that CBD honey. It's a vibe, bro. I was sucking on that like I was down the block in Nebraska Avenue last night. You see me chowing down in that lollipop?
You are so wild today.
I feel like I'm a new man.
You are so wild. I have a story in my pile.
We're not done with the live read. We got to do...
Sorry.
You know what? Why have production if Alessia won't even go with the rules?
Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Call Hoppy now. 856-49-HOPPY.
Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Alessia Calandra. The floor is yours. Even Luna on my bed is like, Alessia, you got to go by the rules.
Ryan, give me a dang script. I can't focus. You're hyped up. I'm hyped up.
I feel great, man. I have never felt better. Life is good.
To paint a picture, he's standing up right now.
And I'm going to need to take a shower after the show. I'm a little sweaty. So what's going on?
Alrighty. Well, Kelly Ripa has a SiriusXM podcast, and while she was interviewing Matthew McConaughey, he revealed that him and Woody Harrelson might be half siblings, as his mother had told them both that she knew Harrelson's father during a time when she was separated from her husband. So now they're thinking about doing a DNA test to see if it's true. Woody Harrelson.
Are they going to do the DNA? Are they going to do the DNA test for Kelly Ripa to see if she's that bitch? Ha ha ha!
Ha ha ha!
Thank you. I'm proud of that one.
That was
Get
funny.
it? It was the Lizzo song, and I'm implying that a lot of people, not me personally, have said that Kelly Ripa's that bitch.
Do you think they are half brothers?
Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
Probably. Everyone's a slut in Hollywood.
Alrighty.
What do you mean, alrighty to that?
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks.
Kelly Ripa surrounds herself with the classiest of people while she's having a wardrobe malfunction on TV.
My entire back of my dress rip open.
Just a little bit. Day 2 of Live with Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, starting off a bit rough.
It's the #1 show in daytime. Don't want to screw that up.
Yeah, Kelly suffers a mini wardrobe malfunction while dancing with guests Val Schmerkovsky and Jenna
Scripted
Johnson.
Then he's gonna bring you back up. Did my entire back of my dress rip open?
Oh, wow. That's how much of a loser Kelly Ripa is her wardrobe malfunction. It's a little bit of her shirt showing as I'm showing you my tummy. Oh, my God.
You look great, Ryan.
No, I don't.
Malfunction junction. Okay, in other news,
What do you have?
Anthony Bass, who is a pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays, was outraged with United Airlines as a
Me too.
stewardess asked his pregnant wife to clean up after her kids on the flight.
Whoa! Like, you shouldn't just be entitled to have your kids be slobs on an airplane?
Yeah, so apparently Bass was reportedly saying that his wife was on her hands and knees picking up popcorn mess made by the youngest daughter. He was like, I don't know, Ryan. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm two ways. The wife is pregnant. Why the fuck? Oh,
Yeah, I've sworn already.
Why isn't this guy on his hands and knees picking up after his children?
Why is he tweeting about it?
I think that's the question here, is why is he not doing it? And do we feel that if our children make a mess on a flight, or we make a mess, that we should pick up after ourselves? I'm kind of OCD on flights. Like, I have a bag and I put all my trash in one area. What are your thoughts?
You're a slob if your kids are a mess on an airplane. It describes your life.
It's disrespectful, don't you agree?
Yeah, and then to tweet about it. And then he has like a high ERA, which means earned run average.
Right.
Whatever, it's the scores of baseball.
That's right.
I worked in sports radio.
Yeah, that's why I'm not working for sports radio.
That's why I'm no longer there. I'm like, ERA. It means a lot of points go in, you know? So he has like a 7 ERA or whatever.
But how did it get to the point where his wife is literally on her hands and knees and then he's outraged? Like, as you see your pregnant wife going down to pick it up, that's when you step in and say, nah, babe, I got this. Don't worry.
No, I'm going to tweet about it.
I can't. Anyways, okay, we're on the same page about that.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Next in my pile, breaking news.
What up?
McDonald's launches locations run entirely by robots in Texas, Colorado.
It'll be better food.
You think?
Oh, totally. It's not done with human bias.
This includes orders, cooking, pickup, and drive-through, entirely run by robots. Here's the thing. It's starting. We've already been talking about AI technology. We've already been talking about how it's taking over certain jobs. And this has already been in the making. It's just more top of mind as of recently, okay? Robots have been taking over jobs for over 100 years now. But entire franchises run by robots. I think people are going to invest in that. I think if I were a franchisee, I don't know. Like, I would want the personal people, but people are unreliable. People get sick. A robot might be a one-time large investment, but people.
I'm going to tell you right now, Alessia.
I'm messed up.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Tell me.
When's the last time you had a really good experience where you're like, oh my God, I totally need to see humans?
That's all the time. I love human connection.
You're different.
I am different.
I like robots better.
Speaking of something funny.
What?
On an airline.
What's up?
There was a guy on a flight who took a picture of...
What do you take a picture of?
This makes me laugh. Okay.
I could tell you are laughing.
Yeah. So he took a picture of himself dressed as a pilot and then put a caption on top of the photo that said, just a quick pic before we take off, and he has like abs and his shirt unbuttoned, and he's wearing like the captain of a plane, like pilot outfit that's like unbuttoned with his abs showing. He looks super hot. He's taking like a mirror selfie. And then what he did while he was on the flight was he airdropped the photo to all the passengers who so we started sending the photo to everybody on the flight.
Dummy. You're a dummy.
Look at this. This is hilarious.
You're a loser and you did that on purpose.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's so funny.
Because you would be flattered, like, oh my God, this guy is hot. I want to marry him.
No, it wasn't actually the captain. It was a passenger who sent it out pretending to be the captain.
Got it.
Yeah, person airdrops this fake photo of the pilot to every passenger on the plane.
I'm telling you though, even if it was a fake person, I bet there were a lot of women out there that were like, where is this guy?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's flying the plane?
He can give me the ruckus.
Put it on autopilot.
Hell yeah.
Come back to 36D.
One of the best porns I ever saw was Abigail Mackin banged on a plane. It was fun.
Dear God, Ryan.
2015.
All right, Ryan. Where are we at with time? Because Mama has to go to Tarjay.
Do you have 15 minutes or do you got to go?
All right, I'll give you 15 minutes.
Oh, man. Is that what you told the plumber last night?
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. When I tell you that he is the best MMA trainer in all of the Bay Area, I am a man of my words. At AmirAcademy.com. Kids classes, MMA classes, female self-defense classes, boxing bags, benches, whatever the hell you need, Amir Academy of Martial Arts has it. This is also being brought to you by FitSageFitness.net, Amir Academy of Martial Arts, like I said, and Rich Keeley. I saw a girl last night at a dignitary that I had like a 2-day friends with benefits with. It was really weird last night. And I was feeling all confident, Alessia. Like, I haven't seen this girl in 7 months. This was before we even began doing our podcast. And I'm talking to her, and we're outside smoking a little bit. Like, hey, what do you think of that facial hair?
Your facial hair?
What do you think the answer was?
So let me get this straight. Let me paint the picture.
We're outside in the backyard of Dignitary.
And you asked this girl, what do you think
We're smoking some doobies. I haven't seen her in 6 months. She's looking beautiful at the bar. I'm not like commanding the room when I walk in, but she's like, oh my God, Ryan, we had sex before. Like that vibe.
Oh, shit. So then what?
I'm feeling myself. I felt the night was going good. Like I took this girl to a hip hop concert 6 months ago. We're good friends. And we're outside Alessia, and I'm feeling good. Okay. She's talking to me. We're vibing. I said, this is a new era. So this is a new Ryan. I'm feeling so good about myself.
You said this is new?
Yeah.
Like, this is a new mustache. It just grew in.
But here's the best part. I said to her, do you like the facial hair? She goes, kind of, but it looks like whiskers. And I went, ah!
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Call Hoppe now.
Whatever.
856-49-HOPPE.
I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
But I think that's going to make me even rebel more.
I think I said
because I've had 2 beautiful women tell me, I'm going to keep it like this. I want to be a rebel.
Yeah.
Any response?
Just a little trim. That's it.
I don't know if I have any scissors.
Well,
since moving in by myself.
You went to the dollar store and got like 14 cans of energy. You could have.
Hell yeah, I did.
Could have gotten some small facial scissors there.
Alessia, don't speak common sense to me, mother. Here's what it is. Your daughter speaks common sense to you all day. And then you take that energy.
Yes.
You might even have Mateo be saying common sense to you.
100%.
And then you take that energy,
right?
That projection,
yes,
that insecurity, and you portray it onto me. Because frankly, my dear,
yes,
I could use some of it. I'm just saying, just being real. Some really sad news, though.
In today's Tech Bites, Twitter makes good on a promise. Twitter is removing the blue check marks from legacy verified accounts.
Alyssa Milano is freaking out. She's like, no, I'm irrelevant again. I'm not kidding either. Alyssa Milano literally was like freaking out. She's like mad that she's losing her blue check mark because she says Alyssa Milano. You know who that is, right?
Googling right now.
Exactly. She thinks there's going to be impersonators of her on Twitter. Please.
Oh, okay.
Remember this, Alyssa.
Do I look like her? She's cute.
It's a visual. Some people might not know what you look like. Here's what I'm saying.
Would
you impersonate her? Would you care? You're a lot prettier, trust me.
I think when
they were used to make sure accounts of notable people or organizations were actually run by those people or groups. Now a check mark is going to cost subscribers $8 per month. Next, Atari just acquired the rights to more than 100 games that were launched in the 80s and 90s.
Hell yeah, let's live in the past.
The CEO says many of them will be re-released in modern formats, and reimagined versions of classic games like Asteroids and Missile Command are reportedly in the works. And the Grateful Dead has come back to life on TikTok. Exclusive Dead content will be posted on the app under the band's name, including old concert footage. The Grateful Dead.
I wonder if the deadheads that haven't taken a shower since 1977 and have been a part of more orgies than actual showers, I wonder if they're grateful and glad that Gen Z is getting into the Grateful Dead, or if for years the deadheads were made fun of, were treated like scumbags that smell, and now the Gen Z is getting into it, and if they're a little jealous. Any thoughts? You ever meet a boomer, a Gen X deadhead? They're weird. But now Gen Z's making it cool on TikTok.
I already told you I can never remember the different generations. And so I just judge a person based on the person and not maybe the generation they came from.
Oh, okay. You're a better person than most. I would say you're a good person. You're one of a kind.
Montana TikTokers saying they are not happy about the prospect of their favorite app being banned in Big Sky Country.
It's absolutely dumb and ludicrous for the state of Montana to be banning TikTok.
Why would you take it from Montana? They have nothing else to do.
Wow, great point, Ryan.
If you take it away from New York City or Chicago or San Francisco, then maybe you can find something to do. But you're in Montana? Let them get their info taken and they're brainwashed. They got nothing else to do.
Back in the day,
yeah,
when Alessia was in middle school.
Okay.
I was assigned Montana as a state project.
That sucks.
To research and present to my third grade class. And I thought, Montana.
That sucks.
And all I discovered was like there's horses there and mountains, and that's about it. That is about it, y'all.
Hell yeah.
And that's my story about Montana. I mean, why?
If it's such a huge threat to our national security, we need to know exactly what that threat is.
Oh, but none of the other apps you use are against national security. I love all these people that have probably given their info to the Chipotle app and everything else. They're like, no, but you using TikTok. And trust me, I'm not a TikTok fan, but you using TikTok, we must ban it. Frankly, my dear, they should probably ban all the apps.
You make great points. Like,
thank you.
Like clickbait, and then you click on it, and you're just like entering some giveaway, but then you're like, no, TikTok, no, we can't have our information on there. But what the hell makes it different than any other app? And like, you guys think other countries already don't have our information?
Alessia, I have the best point ever because I don't want to talk about TikTok forever, so I'll end this segment on this. All the boomers and Gen Xers that make fun of TikTok, that rip into millennials and Gen Z for being on TikTok are the same ones that have done the polls. Which Twilight character am I?
Yes.
that takes your info as well.
Right. What Disney princess am I?
Yeah. But we're the problem for making creative content while getting exploited. At least we're doing something original. Next on Hoppe Hour.
Just a few months into 2023, Hailey Bieber admits that she's having a hard time this year.
That sucks.
You betcha. You betcha. In the wake of online drama with Selena Gomez.
On social media, it can really tear people down.
The model gets candid on her Instagram story. My mind...
Oh, that sucks. When you begin a relationship as a side chick, that's going to happen. Kylie Jenner responds to plastic surgery rumors. I'm pretty sure she had an operation this morning. And finally in the news.
If you're a millennial, the end of an era, BuzzFeed is shutting down its news division as the company announced it plans to lay off 15% of its staff. This comes amid a round of layoffs at several media companies. ABC News' business reporter Alexis Christoforous has more on that and your other business headlines.
Did you ever like BuzzFeed? Were you ever a fan of BuzzFeed? Did you ever consume BuzzFeed?
I think like a few articles that I've read.
It sucked.
Okay, we hate it.
It was biased. It was lame. You like it? You ever read BuzzFeed and feel like that wasn't a waste of 5 minutes of clickbait garbage? Especially during the Trump presidency. They were obsessed. Before 2015, early 2016, that had some good content, some good prep you could bring to a radio show, to a podcast. But once Trump got elected, they were obsessed with him. I couldn't do it. Alessia. Could you do it, Alessia? You did it last night. I'm kidding.
Good. I did it this morning.
Alexis, what are you watching today?
Well, Mona, just 1 month after becoming a publicly traded company, BuzzFeed announcing today it's shutting down its news division. And
I'm shutting down this segment because BuzzFeed News should not ever get that much credit because it was not really news. We are 55 minutes in. Alessia, wow, you are really... Don't go near the buttons because I don't want to quit recording. You're going to press the button. Alessia?
I'm like extra hyper, but now I'm crashing.
I could tell you really want to get out of here, so I'll save you the time and effort.
Hoppe Hour.
Bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Money. And like that, he's gone.
Hoppe Hour is now over. Hoppe Hour is now over. Hoppe Hour is now over.